With 17 QPR players released between the first team and development squad over the past few weeks, it's becoming increasingly clear that we are in for a big summer of change. We know we need at least one new striker. We know that we're going to need wingers to replace either Chair and or Willock. But one of the areas that could be hit the hardest is between the sticks, because all 4 of our goalkeepers' contracts are expiring this summer. Jordan Archer's departure has already been announced, while Asmir Begovic's future is looking likely to be away from W12, with both Celtic and Bournemouth interested. Young Joe Walsh came in for his debut at the end of the season and put in a fine performance against Coventry, though it may be too early to offer him the number 1 spot just yet. Last but not least, Murphy Mahoney, who had a bright spell on loan with Swindon Town last season, unfortunately cut short by injury, is another player whose future is up in the air. That means we could be looking to sign up to 2, possibly even 3 goalkeepers before the season begins in August. So today I'm going to chat through 6 goalkeepers that QPR could sign this summer. As usual, this is just a bit of fun to get the conversation going and discuss some potential recruits. So if you enjoy the video, don't forget to hit like and subscribe. And if you have any suggestions yourself, then do feel free to leave those in the comments too. 28-year-old Joe Wildsmith has been Derby's number 1 over the past 2 seasons. And despite playing a huge part in their return to the Championship with a whopping 20 clean sheets, he's being released by the Rams. And between rumours of a fallout with manager Paul Warne and a lack of reassurance that he will have the number 1 spot next season, there is a potentially good opportunity for QPR to nab one of League One's finest goalkeepers. Wildsmith's career began with Sheffield Wednesday, where he made 66 appearances between 2014 and 2022. Between loan spells with Alfreton Town and Barnsley, he would earn himself a new 5-year contract, but he could just never quite pin down his place in the first team, hence his move to Derby 2 years ago. In his first season with the club, he amassed 17 clean sheets for Derby and nearly knocked out Liverpool in the Carabao Cup on penalties. This season he has League One's 3rd highest save percentage with 72.1%. He's conceded just 31 goals in 40 league appearances, and he has made 0 errors leading to goals. Clearly, the fact that Derby can't promise him that he will be the starting keeper next season is a big red flag for him, but it presents a big opportunity for Rangers this summer. League One's 2nd best keeper, Lukas Jensen, could be another good option for Rangers. He kept 19 clean sheets this season and had the 2nd highest save percentage, despite the fact that Lincoln finished 7th place, ranking him above league winners Portsmouth's Will Norris. The Dane spent his early years in his home nation before a move to Barnsley in 2019. Between a slew of loan spells, he didn't manage to get his place in the first team and was eventually released in 2023. But his 10 clean sheets in his last loan spell with Accrington Stanley caught the eyes of Lincoln. And it was a wise free acquisition by the club, because he would end the season as their player of the year. At 6'6", he is a towering presence and a rock at the back for Lincoln. He still has a year left on his contract, but I believe that QPR could pick him up for a reasonable fee. Wes Foderingham may have kept just 1 clean sheet with Sheffield United in the Premier League over the past season, but he was a reliable Championship goalie over the previous 2 campaigns, keeping 18 clean sheets in both seasons. After 4 years with the Blades, he is set to depart at the end of his contract next month, and if QPR are looking for another senior head between the posts, he could be a good, younger alternative to Begovic this season. Clearly, the 33-year-old's wages will be an issue, but if we managed it with Begovic last season under the tightest FFP constraints we faced for 10 years, then a short-term deal could be struck here. And he could be good experience to have alongside a younger keeper like Walsh or Mahoney, without risking casting them straight into the fire. With over 500 league appearances, he has won trophies with Swindon and Rangers, and despite Sheffield United conceding the record most Premier League goals last season, he made the 6th highest number of saves across the league, meaning the damage could have been far worse without him there. There are some murmurs of Premier League interest, though we did see that with Begovic and Luton last season. I would personally like to see us go for a younger option and someone that has a longer future at QPR. But if Cifuentes is looking for that more senior head in the squad, and Foderingham fancies being closer to his birthplace of Hammersmith, he could be a potentially good option for those requirements. 25-year-old Taye Ashby-Hammond started his youth career at Fulham, and after impressing on loan at Stevenage in their League 2 winning season in 22-23, he joined the club permanently last summer. And taking that step up has proven to be no problem. This season he claimed 16 clean sheets in League 1, 3 more than in League 2 in his previous season, making for 29 clean sheets in 59 league appearances, just shy of a clean sheet every other game, and his save percentage is right up there with the highest in the league. That gives me a lot of confidence that a step up to the Championship would not be a problem if QPR were to make a move for him this summer. His contract length is unknown, so what price he would be available for is a bit of a grey area, but temptation to move up another level could be high. 26-year-old Jack Walton was signed for Luton Town in January 2023 as a backup goalkeeper, and he was sent out on loan to Dundee United in the Scottish Championship while the Hatters fought for their Premier League survival. Walton's contract expires at the end of June, and it's looking unlikely that he'll stay with Luton Town as they look to revise their squad ahead of another stab at promotion to the Premier League. But after keeping a league best 19 clean sheets in 36 appearances and winning the Championship with Dundee United, another English side could be keen to swoop in for him. He's not been truly tested in English football yet, so it could be a bit of a gamble. He made a scattering of appearances for Barnsley after signing for their youth academy in 2013, so he isn't a total stranger to the English leagues, but this would definitely be his biggest test to date. That makes him a much bigger risk than the other candidates on this list, but on a free transfer, it could be a risk worth taking. My final selection today, and another option from the Premier League, is Marek Rodák, whose contract with Fulham expires at the end of next month after 6 seasons with the club. The 27-year-old has featured just twice in the Premier League over the past 2 seasons and will be leaving in search of regular first-team football. At Championship level though, in the past he has excelled, keeping 13 clean sheets in 33 appearances in 21-22, and bizarrely the same number of clean sheets in the same number of league appearances 2 seasons before. He's not someone that you can say boasts Premier League experience, but he has been in and around of a Premier League side for 3 of the last 5 seasons. He's proven at Championship level, and at 27 years old he still has his best days ahead of him. Naturally his wages could be an issue, but again if we managed it with Begovic we should be able to manage it with Rodák, who would be available for slightly cheaper. So there we have it, 6 goalkeepers that we could sign this summer. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below, and if you have any suggestions yourself then do drop them in the comments. If you've enjoyed this video then don't forget to hit like and subscribe. I've covered strikers, wingers and goalkeepers, so what position would you like to see me talk about next? Let me know your thoughts and I'll see you in the next video. Cheers!